the climate automatically has an effect on your hair, eventually leads to a lot of frizz. Now, never.
Any product will work.
In what different ways?
It is like a hit or miss in your first 2 wash days. And then by the 3rd wash day, I think it just really sets in.
So yeah, it's moisturizing shampoo, it's conditioner and the hard hold gel, because if nothing is working, you can just clip it.
Yeah. So for me personally, like I like to leave my hair in a pony, and within like few seconds, like hair was in shape.
You don't have to bother.
It just stays.
It just stays, right?
Yeah.
But if it's a humid climate, I have noticed.
Hi everyone, I'm Hinshara.
And I'm Yuba.
And we are the co-founders of Maintain. So Yuba, like you know that even I work out and you also work out. And we also tend to travel quite often for so many things. And don't you think that like managing our hair really becomes a challenge?
Exactly, not just us. I think so many people like us travel, work out, face similar challenges. Like 1 minute your hair is looking fabulous, the other minute it's sweaty, it's frizzy, the roots are like really flat, and you're always on the go, you're traveling, you're working, there are so many things. So there is not really time for a full wash day routine daily.
So today guys, we're actually tackling 2 major issues. One is keeping your hair fresh while traveling, and the second is maintaining your curls post-workout. They might actually sound, unrelated, but they're actually pretty similar. Like the struggles are pretty similar, So to be honest, it's, we have problems like limited time, sweat buildup, and you need quicker, faster solutions because you don't have the time to do an entire wash day.
Yeah, so by the end of this episode, we will try to cover everything. Firstly, the kind of tools and products you need to carry with you. Secondly, how to style your hair for long flights, road trips or workouts, and the best hacks for refreshing your curls when time is a challenge.
So without any further delay, let's jump right in.
So before getting into, the how of things, let's understand why travel and workout is rough on our hair. Yeah. So firstly would be the sweat, which leads to frizz. Both things, even if you are traveling, maybe, you don't know which climate you are in, the climate automatically has an effect on your hair, and it eventually leads to a lot of frizz.
Yeah. Secondly, I would say like the lack of time, because you're always on the go. And even after, like for me, when I, do a workout, immediately post that I'm running to office. Yeah. So I don't really have the time to like go and like do like a complete wash day routine. And that's when I have to figure out certain hacks on how do I keep it presentable while not really taking that time to do a full wash day. Yeah.
And then obviously even lack of products, like lack of access, because when you're traveling to hotels, they have these typical,
shampoos and
conditioners
yeah.
which we cannot use. So definitely that plays a...
And have you used it in between?
Long back, yeah. Like before starting the CG routine, that's all you used to use, right? Now, never. So you need to carry certain things with you. You need to be prepared.
And lastly, I would say that the weather also plays a very big factor. Like, for example, when we're in Bombay, it's more of a humid place. And your hair takes some amount of time to get used to the weather as well. So when you're traveling to like say another city like Bangalore, I have seen that because it's not so humid, any product will work. But at the same time, maybe the drying time will take a little bit more time. So then how your final results will be, it is like a hit or miss in your first 2 wash days. And then by the 3rd wash day, I think it just really sets in. And one more thing when it comes to different regions is the water.
That's a major problem
factor,
for me.
yeah.
My God. It is
You can make out the difference. Yeah.
So especially when we travel to Ahmedabad,
Yeah.
the water is so soapy.
Yeah.
And products just not,
They
don't work.
They just don't
They
work.
don't work. So yeah, that's another big challenge. So firstly, how do you pack when you're traveling, right? So definitely smaller sizes and we have
travel sizes
we have
for that
travel
reason.
sizes for
Yeah.
that reason, exactly. And these are tubes, so they are very convenient to carry. And one more very important thing is you should store it in like a sealed bag. You get those. I have those pouches from IKEA. I normally put all the hair products in that pouch and I seal it in, and again I put it in a plastic bag and then I put it in the bag, because if it leaks, it's going to be a bad mess. So I personally like to carry a moisturizing shampoo, a conditioner and a gel. So I use the conditioner slightly as a leave-in, and then I use a gel on top of it because you don't want to carry so many products. And I think, what do you carry normally?
So normally, like I carry the mini wash day bundle. That's my go-to. I carry the moisturizing shampoo. Then I carry a multi-purpose conditioner. And sometimes if I can use, like it depends on the area also where I'm going. Like if it's a Bangalore, I know that my hair will tend to be more dry. So I tend to carry the curl cream and volume gel as well. But there are some places when, I just take, if it's a 2-day trip, I sometimes even take just the co-wash and the volume gel because that's also
So
like a very easy
in my
routine.
travel bag, because there is just one particular bag I always carry. So in that bag, I have kept 3 products and I never take it out.
Take it out, yeah.
So you don't have the hassle of
Mixing
so
and
it's,
matching.
Yeah, it's moisturizing shampoo, it's the conditioner and the hard hold gel because that works for any climate
Any
that
climate,
we are going
yeah.
to. And the conditioner works well as a leave-in with the hard hold gel as well. Secondly, I always carry a naughty cap.
Yeah.
And I carry, if possible, if at all it's a longer trip, then I like to carry like a scarf.
Scarf.
Or a
even
pillow cap. Yeah, or a pillow
is
cap.
also a very easy
Yeah.
product to use. So, Yuba, when it comes to the protective hairstyles, something that I normally do is you've always seen me walk around with this clip.
Yeah,
I have it in 2 sizes. So normally on my wash day, when I really like to do a small updo, I just clip it up. And when it goes into the 3rd day and the 4th day, then you'll see me carrying the bigger clip and I put it in a bun as
I
well.
have the exact same clip.
Yeah, I actually got it from her.
Yeah. And I also carry whenever I'm traveling, the chotu claw clips you get, the
Yeah,
tiny ones.
yeah.
So what you do is you can just take some hair and kind of put a clip here and then take some hair and put a clip here. So that also looks really nice.
Yeah, because sometimes, see, even I know we both love our curls and stuff, but we also want to change it up, mix it up. And that's where
and
these
not bother about it,
Yeah,
right?
not
Because
really
you just
bother
want
about
to
it.
enjoy.
Enjoy,
Like if you're
yeah.
traveling, you
Yeah.
don't really want to bother about your hair.
Correct.
So if nothing is working, you can just claw clip
Clip it up.
it.
Yeah, clip it. Yeah, it's actually a very easy hack and it gives you a nice change from always wearing your hair down.
Yeah.
So I think that's something we keep experimenting out. And then you can also do twist outs, you can do braids, you can do all of these things
For
depending
workouts,
on
right?
For workouts,
Different
yeah.
things work for different people.
Yeah. So for me personally, I like to leave my hair in a pony. I generally use a
Same.
satin scrunchie or I use a thing called puff cuff. You would have also tried it,
I
right?
have it.
So both work and it really keeps the hair in place because for me, when I work out, I really don't want my hair to be a factor.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to just get sweaty and become
I
a mess.
always use the lycra headband.
Lycra headband,
It just
yeah.
stays put.
Stays put,
So your
yeah.
front hair, because my front hair is slightly shorter, doesn't really fit in the ponytail.
Yeah.
So I tie like a high ponytail and I put the lycra headband.
Put the lycra
For
headband,
workouts,
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
And obviously for travel, right? It depends on the climate that you're traveling to as well.
Yeah.
Because if it's a colder climate, that I remember when I went to Switzerland, you don't have to bother.
Bother.
You
It just stays.
It just stays, right? So even if you're using just a curl cream
Yeah.
or just a gel, your hair stays.
Stays, yeah.
But if it's a humid climate, I have noticed hold works better. So if I'm even refreshing, I will prefer refreshing with water and gel.
Yeah.
But if it's a warmer or like a climate which is kind of dry, I think refreshes with leave-in or curl cream
will be better.
Yeah.
In fact, I just tried it 2 days back when I reached Bangalore itself. I was feeling that the hair is very dry in general and it was pretty much not in shape. But again, I was, very lazy to wash my hair. And then I did this. I took a little bit of water, and took a little bit of the curl cream, spread it and just spread it properly across the hair. And within few seconds, hair was in shape. The bounce, everything was perfect. And it stayed like that the whole day. And I felt it was
I
a good
think
hack.
deciding what to carry also sometimes
Really depends on the place.
you're
Depends
going
on the
to.
place you're going to.
Yeah. Now I think about the workouts. What do you think are the options to tie your hair? In what different ways would you suggest?
Yeah. So personally, there are a couple of options to begin with. First option is something that we already spoke about, is putting your hair in a high pony, correct?
Yeah.
And again, I would prefer something like a loose pony, not too tight.
It
So I feel
stretches your...
it stretches the curls out.
Yeah.
So I do that, use a satin scrunchie or a puff cuff as mentioned. And especially on days when, I'm really into weightlifting. That's what that day's workout is about. And then I tend to keep all of my hair, right above in a very high bun.
Yeah.
That's, I think, the easiest
Even
way
a
to go
high
about it.
pineapple
Yeah,
works really
high
well,
pineapple
no?
also works
Yeah.
really well. And it keeps everything like away from your face. Then you can also do twist out. See, when you know that your day 3,
Braids.
day 4, you're anyways gonna wash your hair, you can do a light chumpy before
Yeah.
your workout, and do like a nice twist out, do braids, and then do your workout. That's also
Yeah.
a fun get ready, for the gym attire, I would say.
Yeah.
And then like you come back and follow with your regular routine. Now even sometimes you can go like that if you're comfortable. Even with the twist outs, people do like those ponies, which also look very
Oh, the
like
buns
the side
also.
buns, yeah, not a
the
pony.
space buns.
Space buns,
They
yeah,
look
and I
so
think they look really
cute.
cute.
I
Yeah, if you
love
can pull it
them.
off, and if you have the
Yeah.
confidence, I think you should go for it. And now I really want to touch upon what do I do post the workout.
Post the
I'll
workout.
ask you also.
Yeah.
For me, normally I come back from the gym and I just leave my hair open. I
Let
leave
it
my hair open to let it dry.
The sweat, yeah.
Yeah, for some time. I don't want that because you've kept it like tight for quite some time. You want to let it loose so that the hair also kind of forms its natural texture. And then I actually have a bath. And do you also know that while you are taking a shower, if you wear like a shower cap,
The
they
steam.
say, like the
yeah.
steam kind of helps
Yeah.
with the cuticles.
Yeah.
Maybe you can say more about it.
Yeah, so for me, after a workout, even I do the same thing. I just leave my hair open. And if I have the luxury of time, I will
Which we don't have.
just, lie on the bed with my hair falling down.
Oh yeah,
that really works.
that really works.
Yeah,
Correct.
and other than that, because your scalp is sweating, and see, for some people, the sweat can be really bad.
I know.
Yeah. So what you can do is, I used to have this spray bottle. I used to add a few essential oils.
Essential
in it.
oils, yeah.
Back in the day, like
Yeah.
now I don't do it, but that used to really help.
Yeah.
So after drying your sweat, you can kind of just spray it on
Spray
your
it.
scalp and just do a massage.
Massage, yeah.
So even that massaging action is kind of cleansing and
Cleansing,
removing the
yeah,
dirt a little
yeah.
bit. After that, for your hair, I personally just take some water and move
Just
it
spray,
over.
like
Just
basically
spray.
all your
It
flyaways,
works.
you'll just like brush it
really
with that.
works. Yeah. Second thing which I feel really works for me is a few drops of a very light oil
yeah.
and massaging the scalp, because see, oil does that cleansing thing,
effect,
right?
like what the cleansing balm does.
Like a
for
cleansing
makeup,
balm,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that if you do, it kind of pulls away the dirt and you can just massage it and you actually feel refreshed. If the oil also has some essential oils, like say peppermint oil.
Peppermint
so
or
that,
rosemary.
yeah, so that really helps with your scalp again. Third option is, you can take like a cloth or a cotton pad and kind of dab your scalp if you're
yeah, I've heard
sweating
about
too
this
much.
also. Yeah.
So even that helps. Like I do this especially if it's a heavy workout and I'm like really sweating
Sweaty,
a lot.
yeah.
I like to wipe it off first before doing anything
else makes sense.
Yeah. So that really works for me. So guys, just to kind of summarize everything that we've discussed, when you're traveling, obviously you have to travel smart. Plan how you, like where you are traveling, and pack according to that, according to the climate.
Correct.
And obviously decide how you're going to refresh or style your hair when you're not washing it.
Yeah. And when it comes to workout, it's really about using protective, hairstyles that will really fit as per what workout that you're going for. Not
How you
really
refresh.
How you refresh. It's really about that. Yeah.
See, with everything, no, like how it was when we started our curly hair journey.
Yeah.
Initially, there's a learning curve. But once you know what's working for you, it becomes so easy.
Correct.
Right? Because then it becomes easy to manage your hair in a way where you're actually saving more time because you're not washing your hair so frequently.
And to be honest, you're not supposed to wash your hair every day also, right? You're supposed to give your hair that breathing space.
Yeah.
And to really come down to it, nothing in the routine or in the journey should really stop you from enjoying your life, right? That's the most important thing.
Enjoy your
Please
workout.
don't pressurize yourself thinking about the perfect curls, how to make them last. The routine will take care of it, and that's why you're following certain steps.
You just adapt your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Just it's the initial learning curve. Once you've really adapted to it, it becomes a part of your lifestyle.
Yeah.
And you enjoy it. Enjoy your workout. Enjoy your travel. Don't bother about your hair. It's not about having the perfect curls
all the time. And the one thing that embracing your natural hair really gives you is the confidence, Now there are days I go for like events, even with my day 3, day 4 hair,
Yeah.
very little bit of refresh in the last minute, so many hooks and tricks that I have figured out
Yeah.
to like make it look good. And I honestly feel my day 2, day 3 hair looks better than my
Better.
day 1 hair.
Yeah.
So, and as they say, the curls should, move with
Move
you.
with
They
you.
shouldn't really hold you back. Then
Right.
what's the point? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it should, taking care of your hair should be something that you enjoy.
Enjoy.
And it should not be exhausting or time consuming. So it's just about figuring it out.
Like, I really can't imagine not making it for a workout because I'm like, you know what? I just washed my hair this morning.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to miss my workout. That's non-negotiable because for me, that feeling of a good workout, I think will indirectly help with everything.
Everything else.
So, yeah.
So if you guys found this episode helpful, you can share it with a fellow traveler or a gym lover. Tag them on the comments below, and y'all can also add in your additional tips, for traveling or for workouts, whatever works best for you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning into our episode today. We really hope you liked or learned something new. Make sure to drop a follow if you're listening to us on any podcast streaming channel, or hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube.
We'll be back next week with a new episode. Till then, keep maintaining.